Hello everyone, as you can see I'm missing something. My SVS PB-4000 is gone. I sold it and I am moving on to something else. This move has been a long time coming. I wanted to get a second subbing here for a while, but was battling with some indecision, ported versus sealed, what brand, what size, driver made the most sense for my room, despite having a number of subs in here for a review, which are still on the channel, so check those out if you will. I'll leave a link to those in the description section below, but despite that, I was still unsure. Coming into this year, I was ready to make an upgrade to the room, and I was sure it would be a sub. But the more I thought about it, a new processor made more sense for me at the time. I had a Denon 4500. Great receiver, did its job just fine, but it was getting pretty old. And at the time, I was more sure of the receiver I wanted than the subs. So it just made sense to get the processor. After that, I had to get a new amplifier. If you follow the channel, you know why. World's Best Cables sent over their XLR cables. I did a review for those. Awesome connectors. Highly recommend those for their quality, solid cables. Then it was on to speakers. I wanted to tackle as much of the audio as I could this year. I don't have unlimited funds, so my focus was on LCRs. I haven't set those up yet, still keeping those under wraps, literally, as you can see right here, but a full review is coming soon for those. My focus turned back to subwoofers. Financially, I could make it work now, so I did it, and those are on order now and should be here next week. However, between work, a few pre-planned family events, and the start of football season, I'm not sure if I'll be able to set them up because I actually enjoy the entire process of unboxing, setting up the equipment, doing measurements and demoing. I don't want to rush through that, and I want to record it and share it with you all. That takes some time, but I will try to get those up and running as soon as I can. I had the Rel 1510 Predator in here a few years ago. Absolutely love that subwoofer. Maybe the best sounding subwoofer I've heard as far as detail and articulation. And that was a sealed sub. From a power perspective, the PSA S21s, another sealed subwoofer. I measured those with REW in my room. They were fairly flat down to 10 hertz. That was just a crazy powerhouse of a sub. For deep bass extension and crazy output, that sub was impressive. Not as articulate as the Rel, but the Rel didn't have the sheer output or extension when pushed. I liked both subs a lot. My experience with those subs in particular, along with others as well, helped with my decision on what subs I wanted permanently in my home theater. I mentioned those two subs because those were just so good in my home theater with movies. I had two of the S21s. I wish I had tried two of the 1510s, but the one that I had was a beast all on its own. When the new subs come in, I'll explain why I went with what I went with, do an unboxing, demos, measurements, and give my thoughts. Other happenings in my home theater, I'm building a new center speaker stand for my new center speaker. It's almost done. I have all the wood cuts done, but I had to resize it because the team at ISO Acoustics was kind enough to support the channel and provide me with some of their isolation stands. Those will be here in the next few days. I'll do a review and give my thoughts on those. Huge thanks to the ISO Acoustics team for supporting the channel. I'll still give an honest review, and I told them that. I do appreciate that team for supporting a small channel like mine. I also have something else pretty big delivering this week. Really looking forward to that, and that review will come sooner rather than later, so be on the lookout for that. And I'm working on designing some way to display my collectibles. I have a few in the room on my movie shelf, some on the front speakers. I have some in other areas of the house. I want to bring them into the theater and put them all together in the display. This is just a black hole as far as my children are concerned. I think they'll appreciate a bit of flair to the room, and I think it will look nice. I haven't watched much in here lately. It just doesn't feel right when it's not properly set up. It's been several weeks since I had the rear speakers, and it doesn't feel the same. Most of this year has been swapping equipment in and out and having some, but not everything set up. I should be all set up in the next few weeks, just in time for football and Formula One, which is coming back from their break. I love watching football in here. Saturdays, Sundays, I can spend all day in the theater depending on the games, what's going on with the family, and who wants to spend time down here with me. Some days during football season, I can camp out in here and watch football all day. So that's it. This was initially supposed to be about the new subs, but it became a full-on update on the happenings in my home theater. With that, I'll say stay tuned to the channel. Lots going on, lots to share. If you will, check out some of my other videos on the channel, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.